Hola, welcome to Puntos of Tres. My name is Jazz.
I'm Linda.
And I'm Kathy.
So did y'all take y'all meds today? If not, that's okay because we're here to bring you your weekly dose.
So not to be all dark and but what's a negative thing that someone has told you about your academic career?
One negative thing was as an undergrad in San Francisco State, I was running late for one of my English class because it was in the other side of the campus. And she pulled me out of class and then she literally said, I don't know how you made it this far. You don't.
Shut up.
Yep. She said, you don't have the potential to be here. Your English is not even college level. I don't know how you made it here. And I still had to go inside the classroom, sit down for the entire class.
Dang, Kathy. Honestly, I wouldn't have been able to go back in.
Same.
That's strong right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you feel during that
I was pissed. I was pissed. I was irritated because I feel like always for me, language has been a barrier for me because English is my second language. So I feel like I always have to prove that I am worthy to be here, you know?
Yeah.
So I always have to work hard. I have to even I hate writing papers. But yeah, it's just I always feel like I always have to show people that I am worthy to be here and that I am intellectually there, smart,
capable, capable,
to be where I'm at. So it's always been a fight for me, basically.
Damn.
So yeah.
Well, I'm happy to hear or happy to see that you didn't let that stop you from continuing, because you're here, you're in the nursing program, you're doing your thing. So
I'm really glad because I know if that would have been said to a lot of people, maybe a lot of I know a lot of people would have let that comment sink in and they would have let that really stop them.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I always work hard, and then I feel like I've developed through the years thick skin.
Yeah.
For comments like that. And I just let it slide, whatever is your opinion. No, I'm not gonna take it too hard. Bye. That's just how I take it.
Yeah. And for me, I feel like the most up thing I've heard, not the fucked up thing, but I had a professor once. I was actually looking for, not to say a mentor, but someone to help guide me when I was about to apply to nursing programs and everything, because it's I felt like I was doing it on my own. So I was let me reach out to a professor, someone that can kind of help guide me. So I was not at my university, but it was at a city college that I was doing a science class. So I went to my anatomy professor and I was hey, can you give me some tips and stuff on how I should apply to grad school and everything? And so, because I told her I wanted to be a nurse and I just needed some advice. So she was oh, what's your GPA? And I said, oh, my GPA is a 2.98. And she looked at me and said, you're never going to get into nursing school with a GPA that.
Gosh.
Yeah, and that freaking broke me.
Yeah.
That pisses me off because they always try to have they always see you for a GPA. I'm not just a GPA.
Exactly.
You don't know me just because you know my GPA is at 2.9. Do you even know what I go through? Do you even know that I have to wake up at 5 a.m. to be here? Do you even know that I have to, there's a lot of factors that go into that. Do you really think I want a 2.9 just because I don't care about school? No, I work hard. Trust me. But it's just the label. Oh, you're at 2.9.
That's one thing I've seen. A lot of people let that number define who they am as a person, as everything, and it's not okay. And something I've seen, at least throughout my journey, is it's not. It doesn't mean I'm not smart. It doesn't mean I'm not capable. And it's a number, and I'm going to make it, and I'm going to jump that hurdle.
So when she said that to me, I feel like my facial expression just broke. So she was well, maybe you can get into a nursing program if you apply to out of state, because there's no way you can get into a nursing program here in California. But maybe if you go to Arizona or Texas or somewhere, you have a better chance of getting in. And I just remember I tried. Well, I held it together because I didn't want to cry in front of her.
Right.
But no.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So that was my
Hey,
a little
Linda,
bit snippet of it.
what state are we in?
We're in California,
Hey.
baby.
Look at you now.
Really?
You didn't have to move out. You didn't have to do any of that BS that she said. You're here. You're in a nursing program. You're at RN now.
Yes.
So
Dang.
you show her,
Have you
girl.
messaged her?
No, I have not.
That's funny. That's crazy. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn, huh? There's what I choose. Well, I'm gonna say 2 because my ex ain't but he said that I was a regular schmegler girl and that I just would always be a regular person.
So you're starting you a basic B.
Next.
Yeah.
Bye. Next.
Yeah. And then, when I was, like I told you, when I applied to the post-bac, I was in a place where I was happy, but also sad. It was like bittersweet because I wasn't happy with my GPA, you know? And I found out about post-bacs and I applied. They lost my transcript. And so I was in communication with them. I was emailing back and forth and they were like trying to see, I guess they were trying to cover their I don't know what they could do. And they said, go speak to, I don't know, some professor or something. And I went to go speak to him. And like, it seemed like they were like just trying to make it look like they were trying to be accommodating to what had happened. And they like saw my GPA, which was low, obviously, because that's why I was applying to post-bac, because that's one of the reasons why you apply. And they were all like, oh yeah, no, you don't have the grades. And I'm like they didn't even look over it well enough. They didn't even ask me questions. They literally looked at it and were like, no, bye.
I'm like,
Basically.
that's the reason why I'm applying to a post-bac program, because I know my grades are not it.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
And they were just like, yeah, basically telling me like, you don't have what it takes to go to medical school or
And like the post-bac program would even work for you because your grades are like that low or something.
Yeah, and it was really devastating because this was like my opportunity to show, because obviously during undergrad, I didn't focus because I had other going on. And so to me, that really hurt my soul, because I was like, no, this is not who I am. This number is not who I am. I swear I work hard. And yeah, I just got shut down.
Yeah. So I would like to add on to all of this. If anyone's out there who's ever been in a situation like we have been, if someone has told you something negative that you won't make it, all I have to say is for you to tell them, because it is possible, because I'm an example of someone who was told that, I would never get accepted into a program in California. And I'm right now in a master family nurse practitioner in California. I applied to a few programs. I got accepted into 2 programs here in California. So it is possible. And we're here to show you or to tell you how we made it possible.
Dijeron que no le va a lograr.
Y ahora todos están callados.
Let's go, baby. So let me pull up my resume real quick.
I see you.
So I've said this many times before. If your GPA is not where it needs to be, you need to stand out in other areas. So that means your resume, your volunteer experience, internships, jobs, you need to stand out as a candidate.
Yeah. Something that someone told me, which it hit me, and I was like, yeah. They're like, why do you need a seat at the table? And I was like, dang, that's like, yes. Why do I need to be there? Why?
Yes, exactly. So for me, my resume, it looks pretty good. So one thing that I did was I started an internship at Cope Health Solution, which is a very, very awesome program. I mentioned it before, but it's like a year-round program that occurs every quarter, and they have multiple. They have
is that in the
medical
Bay Area, or is that down? And
so this is in mainly like SoCal. I feel like the closest to the Bay Area right now is Bakersfield.
Oh, okay.
So like they have like a list of if you check out their website at Cope Health Solution, they have like a bunch of different cities where you can do the internship.
Got it. Okay.
So with that program, it's a 15 months or more, depending on like how many hours you complete. But in order to complete the program, you need 250 hours. And you have to be committed to do 4 to 8 shifts, 4 to 8 hours a week. but there's like a summer program where you can complete it in 3 months. So if you're from the Bay Area, you can, I don't know if you have like family in SoCal, like you can stay with them for a few days, for 3 months, or just fly back. I don't know, fly back and forth. So that was a very great program.
And you told me you knew people that did that, right? To like build up the resume, you told me like you knew people that would like travel from like here to over there.
Yeah, it's crazy. I actually knew like a few people. They'll do like the summer internship program with COPE, and they'll literally fly every weekend just to complete it and build up their hours and to stand out. And it's really cool because you go every rotation, which is, I want to say, I don't know, a month. You go to like different departments. So I did the emergency room, I did med surge, I did what else?
Labor and delivery.
Oh no, actually that wasn't there. It was like mother and baby, so it was like the post. Yeah. So I want to say, check it out, but just to know, like, it is a whole application period. You have to go through training, and they'll teach you skills, and then you have to basically perform the skills. It's like a pass or fail. I remember when I actually applied twice. The first time around, I did not get accepted because your girl gets nervous. And I remember kind of like blanking out during like a skill for the test. And I like giggled a little bit because I have a problem like when I'm nervous, I like start like smiling or like giggling. And then for like the feedback, the lady was like, yeah, you didn't take it seriously because the girl said you laughed. And I I start crying. I was like, no, that is because I was nervous and I forgot the skill.
Girl, same. Same. I during my EMT, I was the clown. Like I was making everybody laugh. And I was like, during the freaking test.
Yeah, so that's like, it's a defense mechanism.
It is.
If you're like me, you have to find other ways to, deal with that.
But if you're interested, there's also tons of opportunities in the Bay Area. A bunch of hospitals you can volunteer at. Some of which are like Highland Hospital. You could do Sutter Health. You could do Kaiser. You can do UCSF Benioff. I don't know. You could do Stanford.
And how do you volunteer? What's the process?
Well, like for me, when I was like applying, I just like Googled hospitals in the area, and then you go onto the website, just look for the volunteer opportunities, and then I think they make you fill out like a short application, and you put in your email. They'll get into contact with you. You'll probably have like a phone interview, and then you'll do orientation, you'll do some training, and that's it. You'll be able to go.
Nice.
Just make sure you have all your like vaccines. They'll probably ask you to provide vaccines, TB tests, things like that.
Do they do like any like background checks?
You know what? I think you do. I think you do.
But like, you know what? Health related, you have to do a background check because they don't want any like crazies, helping people.
Okay.
So another thing that I did before applying to nursing school is I did another internship. It was like an abroad internship called Global Medical Brigades. And it's a student-led international movement where they work alongside people in that country and kind of like formulate.
Like they make a plan on how, like, when can we go and which village which village can we go and serve? Because I did it too. I did Global Brigades. I did it for Nicaragua. And Linda, what do you did it for?
I did it for Honduras. So there's a few. So they have Honduras, Panama, Nicaragua, and Ghana.
How did you do that? Like, did you do it through your school? How did you like apply? Where,
Yeah, they did it through school. It was like a club, like a school club, where it was like Global Brigades, and you just come in. We are always raising money that we're gonna use, to buy the medications, because they're like different like stations. So you have triage, you have health education, you have dental, you have farm, and then you have just a doctor that you could get to see.
I guess my question is, like, was this during high school? Like, were you applied?
No.
Or?
So for me, this was, so they do have a high school where I think high schoolers can go.
Oh, I didn't
Don't quote
know
me.
that.
I want to say when I did my research, I did see something about high school, but for sure, college students can go. And another thing, you don't have to attend that Pacific college to attend. So when I went, like, though my university hosted that Glover Brigades, other students from other schools came with us on the trip. So you don't have to go to that school. You just have to find someone that's doing Glover Brigades and say, hey, I'm interested in going abroad. Like, can I go with you?
Got it. So through your oh my goodness, through your university, they hosted that, and so just be on the lookout when you're okay. Cool.
And even then, like, just go on their website because you can like kind of build. Yeah.
So you don't have to be in university. You can like apply through their website too.
Oh, that can like go with other schools.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. And then so like they have like medical brigades, public health brigades, engineering brigades, dental, business, blah blah blah. And it's a great experience. I feel like that's when I learned the most, not the most, but during that time, that's when I learned the most because you're able to do a lot of hands-on health care stuff. And like in the US, you can't do that without like a license. So
right. Like,
in
like
Honduras,
what? Just wondering.
Honduras, they kept calling me doctor. How you say doctor in Spanish?
Doctora.
Yeah, see, that's why I knew. They're like, doctora. I was like, no. I'm just kidding. But like, I got the opportunity to like give a pap smear, give a prostate exam, assist in dental,
And they teach you how to do all that.
Yes.
Oh,
They,
wow!
they do a little
love
quick teach.
this.
Yeah, they're like, you got 5 minutes, let's do it, and then you do it in the next patient,
Yeah.
and then you do it on the next
Wow.
patient.
It's very fast paced.
Yeah.
Like I learned a lot. I even learned that with the pap smears, you know, you have to get the swab and send it out for sampling to make sure you don't have like cervical cancer. So what they'll do, they'll get like super hard hairspray and like spray the the test slide. So during transportation, it can like stay together. And I was like, oh wow, like I never knew this. So like I learned a lot, and I felt like going to another country, it was just good seeing like the differences.
No, just hearing how you said 5 minutes, next patient, 5 minutes. I got sad. I mean, obviously it's great work that, but that's the healthcare system that they have. And that's the only opportunity they have to get their health.
And they're so grateful. Like when I say so, and that's one thing I wish I knew how to like speak Spanish because I would have had like a full on conversation, but they were so grateful
I'm sure.
about like, like the care that,
They get,
how was
yes.
your experience?
For me, I loved it. I learned, I think, not a lot like medical wise, but more about like why I wanted to be where I want,
Yeah.
like why I wanted to be in the healthcare, why I wanted to help people, because these people were there waiting for us since 5 a.m, and we would arrive at 9 a.m.
And it would be a line you
and
see
it would be
around
a
the
lot.
corner.
Yes,
Yep.
girl. But 5 a.m., 9 a.m., and then we as a group, because it was only like, I want to say, oh my God, I don't remember, but I think it was like 50 of us. And we were just trying to, we didn't even like, we were supposed to take like a lunch. We would eat as quickly so we could get the most patients that we could get, because we only did, I think, for 2 days. And then I also learned that there is so many knowledge that we take for granted here that over there they don't know. Like, for example, I did a public health, like I taught about public health with the community. And then they're like, oh yeah, we're going to talk about like how to use a condom and blah, blah. And I was taken back because I was like, wait, what? Like, we're in like 2017, 2018. What do you mean how to use a condom? They don't know. And then they didn't know. They only knew that condoms were used to just not get pregnant. But they didn't know that condoms are used just not to get STDs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I had to like teach them about STDs, all types of STDs, how to use the condom, how to wear the condom, the importance of how to wear a condom, and the importance of using that condom. Also, I was able to, I guess, learn on how to put my feelings aside.
Yes.
Because when I was doing triage, there was this woman and she had like 5 kids, and I'm taking, because I have to take like their main complaint, like why are they coming here, and I have to take her blood pressure, her vitals. So she came in and then she's like, yeah, like I know I'm gonna die, like in front of her kids. And I was like, I can't break down because the kids are gonna freak out and she's gonna start crying. So I'm like, I have to have like a poker face. I have to deal with this on my own later on, but right now I have to like get her everything that she needs and then get her inside to see the doctor, because I want her to get seen, because then after that I don't know until when she's gonna get seen. Right?
That's something big. And
So
yeah, I know what you mean. There's been many times, and I'm a crybaby, where I've wanted to cry and I had to hold back my tears until they weren't with me.
yeah, so it was like a learning experience that I love, and I love helping people. And also, like, we got to build like a lead train for them, which it was the public health side. We built like floors because they have like dust instead of like cement floors.
Right.
So your girl was over there shoveling cement, and we were getting wet because it was like really raining, but we didn't care. We were just pushing it through because we knew what we were doing it for.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm jealous. I want to go.
Actually, we can still go.
Can we go? Can we do it? Can
Yeah.
a potent dose do this?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Let's do it. I want to go.
It's possible. It's a little expensive, but if you can, you save
It's
up.
expensive.
Well, you have to pay.
Yeah.
How much?
Do
you know?
I think it was 2.
Around 2,000.
2,000.
You
I
can
mean,
do like fundraising and everything.
That's
that
what
would
we
be really
did.
nice, so we can all go. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That's what we did, and I loved it because we brought like all the medications and everything from here to over there, and like the dental stuff, like toothpaste, toothbrush, all the like flossing. Like, we brought everything. And then I liked the group that I went with because, excuse me, they work really hard in fundraising.
Right.
Like, they would be like, oh, let's go to the club, like this club will like give us some money if we bring this many people. Like, you learn to hustle,
Right.
right?
Yeah, and another thing that I learned about, doing some recent research that wasn't, a thing when I went in 2017, but they also do virtual. So like, say you don't have the money to go like in person to another country. There's like, they have like a virtual thing. I think when you do like consultation and like health education, so that you can also maybe consider that as well, which is great.
No, yeah, that's a good option.
And then also, when you become a doctor, and like when I become a nurse, because Linda's a nurse now.
I am a nurse. Put some respect on my name.
Anyways, no, just kidding.
We could be volunteers, like volunteer as a global brigade. You could volunteer as a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
So we could do that, and yeah, that would be really fun. That's something that I really liked, and then that's also something that I put on my resume.
Yep,
to like
stand
stand out.
resume builder. We gotta build. Our GPAs was trash.
Yeah.
We gotta build.
You know what? Speak
We
for
knew.
yourself.
And
I'm just
my
kidding.
GPA was not that low. It was a little low. But anyway, so another thing I did to put on my resume was become CNA certified and home health aide certified. So for me, I try to look into something similar to getting certification out here. Maybe Kathy, you can talk about that a little bit more. So you did become certified out here as a CNA. But for me, I did it in LA at East Los Angeles Skills Center, and it was very cheap. It only took me about, I want to say like less than 2 months to complete the program, and I only paid about $500 for the course and for like the uniform and everything that was needed to become CNA certified. So that's what I liked about the Skills Center, was because it was cheap. All the other places I was looking, they were asking for like $1,000 and something.
Which it was my situation, which I talked on a couple episodes back, that it was 1,000 something. That's why when I talked to Linda, I'm like, girl, if we only have talked a few months back, I would have moved my ass to LA. This would have been, because it's way cheaper in LA. There's more opportunities in LA.
Yes, it's a lot. Way better. And then for them at the East Los Angeles Skills Center, like they have other things too. It's like kind of like a trade school in a way, where they have like cosmetology, dental assistants, physical therapy, pharmacy techs, x-ray tech, etc. So even if you're not interested in like a CNA, they may have another field for you to do, which is good. And for me, for the CNA thing, the only thing I had to do prior was you have to score you have to be 18 years of age or above. You have to score in reading and math of a 7.5, because you have to do like a test. And when you pass the test, then you move forward to take medical terminology. So once you complete all that, that's when you can actually start doing the class. And they only take 15 students at a time. But it was an amazing, and my CNA instructor, shout out Miss Q. She was so sweet and cute. She was amazing. Yeah, her name was Miss Q. And also I learned, I don't know about here. This is SoCal. There's also, or you can look on a website maybe, but it's a website called Healthcare Talent Scholarships. And then basically They're an organization that basically funds your education for those who may be struggling to afford the $500, afford to become a X-ray tech or something. So you just apply and they'll basically fund your career so you're able to follow your dreams. But the only thing that is in SoCal, I want to say you have to be a resident in Southern California to apply, which is, it's good for SoCal, but over here,
I'm sure they have programs like that here. You probably just have to look for them, you know?
you have to look very deeply because
very hard.
Yeah, because I know for Toro, my sister that I mentioned in your episode last week, they do something similar, but they don't have like as many programs. But that's still something good to look into.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, because I was trying to find stuff similar for my sister to do. It was hard to find. That's even here, like even with your internship that you're doing at the hospital right now, it's more clerical work. It's not hands-on patient care.
Well, honestly, I mean, I'm getting more as, you know, because I moved into the med surge and everything. And it's really about taking initiative. I'm going to tell you right now. Like, if you don't say, hey, I can help you, they might not ask you, you know? And when I'm there, I'm like, let me know if you need anything. I can help you with the patient. I can help you. I like really try to make it known, like, I'm here to help you. I'm not here to get my hours. I want to work. I want to, you know, interact with the patients. I want to learn. And ever since I've been, like, they know that I'm like that. They take me into the room. They show me how to do things. Granted, I may not be able to do procedures that they do, but they teach me. And I help them with whatever I can. And I've learned a lot just by telling them, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, which is great. But Bay Area, you need to get it together because there's no reason why there shouldn't be programs where it's hands-on. With COPE, I train to do these skills where I'm able to go in the room by myself in a way and do like vitals is basic, but like do vitals and everything, some other stuff. So it helped me when I applied to nursing school and was started, you know, and I was in a nursing program because I already knew half of the stuff. Right. Like.
And I'm sure you felt more confident too.
Way confident because I'm like, I can do this stuff with my eyes closed. Like, this is easy. Like, give me all the hard stuff to do. So that's why it's good. Like, yes, to build up your resume, but it makes you like you know, feel confident about like about you know what you do. Let's see. You know, my resume goes on and on and on and on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just like throw out some other stuff that I did. I'm not gonna go too much in detail because I don't want to waste too much time. But I also, when I was in undergrad, you know, because I got my undergrad degree in public health. So we had to do, for my community health class, I had to pick an organization. So I did my internship at the American Diabetes Association. Which was a great experience and it looks good on my resume. But there, honestly, whatever you do, you just got to make yourself sound good on the resume. Like, you need to stand out. You got to oversell yourself.
I learned this from Linda. Fake it till you make it.
That was my whole motto. Fake it till you make it. I'm still trying to fake it till I make it, but I'm making it. So even with the American Diabetes Association, I attended, yes, because I'm interested in diabetes and everything. But one of my friends was actually during the internship with me, and 80% of the time we just talk the whole time. We gossip, we did everything else but diabetes stuff.
Oh.
And they had us cleaning up the basement. We were like little maids. But on my resume, you know, I didn't put that. I said I was managing multi-line phone calls, preparing to give presentation about diabetes, preparing the triathlon event. You know, fake it till you make it. You got to be dramatic on your application. You're not lying, but you ain't being 100% honest. You may be 85% honest, but sell yourself, basically what I'm saying. I also worked as a ABA therapist, which is shoot. What the hell is an ABA therapist?
Yeah, she definitely was faking it.
Applied behavioral analysis therapist, and basically I was working with children with autism. So I'm like, my resume is very diverse.
Yeah,
her resume is strong.
Yeah, it was definitely diverse. And I enjoyed organization on my campus, like the National Leadership of Honor Society or something like that. Literally.
I'm proud of you. Resume. I'm really proud of you.
So what about y'all?
What have I done?
Yeah.
Girl.
Not to put y'all to shame, but
Well, I don't want to talk no more. Anyways, yeah, I mean, it's not gonna get better than that. Okay.
Yep. Nope.
Next.
Yeah, my resume is just not. The only thing that I've done was what? Medical brigades, CNA. I speak Spanish.
exactly.
That helps a lot. I'm not gonna lie. If you know Spanish, that is gonna get you really far because a lot of patients, I've translated for so many patients because no one spoke Spanish in these departments.
I wish I was bilingual. I wish I was trilingual, but I barely can speak
Oh,
English.
and I translated French.
Nice. But I wanted to take like a Spanish medical terminology course. I even signed up
Yes, you did.
and I dropped the class like
Because I was answering for her.
that was one time.
Because it was ghetto.
Yes, it was not it. I was like, I'm not going to learn anything here. I'm just wasting my time. It was not it. But if you're
No,
bilingual,
honestly,
go
yeah,
for
that
it.
class didn't look it.
It wasn't. But yeah, like I didn't have the grades. We don't have the grades.
No.
So
See, guys, you could have a GPA at 2.9 and still make it.
So basically, where there's a will, there's a way.
yeah, because look at us. Thank you guys so much for listening to A Potent Dose of 3. And just a reminder, any of the organization that was talked about in this episode, you can find their website in the description of this episode's bio. So just click the link and, get more information about the amazing opportunities to build your resume.
Please don't forget to email us at apotentdoseof3@gmail.com or follow us on Instagram at potentdoseof3.
And also you can follow me on IG at Linda the FNP. Thank you so much.